If you ever find a faint, unusual streak of red marker on your body, you need to wash it off immediately. Don't question it. Don't ignore it. That red mark is a silent promise, and its history is far more terrifying than a simple stain. What's wrong with having some red marker on you, you ask? Everything. Absolutely everything. The story begins as a local legend in a small, close-knit town. The kind of place where everyone knew everyone, and secrets didn't stay buried for long. There was a young girl named Lily, and at school, she was relentlessly bullied. The cruelty wasn't subtle. It was a daily, painful ritual that chipped away at her spirit. Thankfully, there was always one sanctuary, a kind, elderly math teacher named Mrs. Gable. Mrs. Gable loved Lily, recognizing the quiet artistic talent and deep pain the girl carried. She would let Lily eat lunch in her classroom every day, ensuring the girl didn't have to face the gauntlet of the cafeteria and the inevitable cruelty. To keep her occupied, Mrs. Gable would even let the little girl draw on the whiteboard with her special, brightly colored markers. Lily loved to draw, and her favorite color was red, a shade Mrs. Gable stocked just for her. The classroom, with its dusty smell and comforting silence, was her only shield. But one day, the sanctuary vanished. Mrs. Gable gathered the class and announced her retirement. She gave Lily a tearful hug and gifted the girl a brand new, enormous pack of her favorite markers, the kind with the rich, vibrant colors. The red markers were the centerpiece. It was a sweet but profoundly misguided gift. Now, the kid had nowhere to go at lunch. The bullies, sensing the loss of her protector, were emboldened. Lily was left defenseless and was getting bullied and bullied with renewed vigor. Her isolation was complete. Then the fear started. One day, a high schooler, a notoriously cruel leader of the bullying clique, went missing from school. Nobody knew where the kid went. There was panic, police searches, and lots of worried parents, but no body and no trace. The town tried to rationalize it, a runaway. Maybe? But over the next few months, the pattern became undeniable. A kid went missing every single month. Always one of the students who had actively participated in Lily's torment. The school became a ghost town of whispers and fear. Parents kept their kids home, and nobody knew why this terrifying disappearance was happening. Then came the discovery. The seasoned janitor of the school, an old man who knew every strange smell and every creak in the building, smelled a truly horrific odor coming from one of the small, rarely used storage sheds behind the gymnasium. He forced the lock and opened it up. The sight that greeted him was unspeakable. It was the bodies of all the kids that had gone missing over the months, stacked unervingly in the dark, dusty shed. But the most disturbing detail was the terrifying uniformity of the scene. When police started to examine the bodies, every single victim had a deliberate, unmistakable mark drawn with red marker on the inside of their dominant arm. A clean, bright, indelible line. Nobody knew why the victims had these red marks on their arms. Was it a cult? A signature? A warning? The town spiraled into collective hysteria. The killer was never publicly identified, but the police eventually knew. The only one who was able to figure out who was killing the kids was the old janitor. Because only the janitor knew that the shed where the bodies were found was the same shed where the young girl, Lily, used to hide from her tormentors, often bringing her favorite red marker to draw pictures on the corrugated metal walls while she cried. He recognized the specific, vibrant shade of red. The why was the easy part. The color of her favorite marker had become the color of her cold, justified vengeance.